Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL. It's great to be with you. Just a few minutes remaining here on this uh, December 3rd, Saturday, as we're going to roll into Sunday very soon. If you're new, you'll see a QR code at the top right. Go ahead and grab your phone, launch the camera app, point over to that QR code, touch the yellow ellipse, and you'll see my link tree with lots of great information to improve the quality of your life. Everyone else that you care so much about, I'm so glad that you have popped in to check me out tonight. And I won't explain how we work. Every Saturday, we start with a brand new master topic, and we roll the way through the week on a Friday. So today is Saturday, so we're starting with a brand new master topic. So great to have you here watching this new master topic that we have just for you guys. All right, so we'll get to the master topic in a second, but I want to thank our friends, colleagues, and of course, our wonderful associates for joining us that have been with us for so very, very long of a time. It means a lot to me that you guys have decided to be part of this because I think it's really important when you think about what's going on and how life is changing, and I think it's pretty amazing. Um, but if you're wondering how or why something is a certain way, it can be, I guess, a little bit confusing sometimes. I guess you'll say that it could be just a little bit confusing. And so when we think about, you know, how this works, I think we want to think about how it's going to work, right? Um, Thinking about what it's going to be like for you and how, things are going to be different, right? How does that work? And I think where it comes down to is the fact that everyone has a purpose, right? But for some reason, um, it can be a little bit confusing, right? It can be a little confusing. And I know that you're probably saying, "Me, John, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing." Well, I hear you, and I get that. But I think a lot of times people just, they want an answer, but they don't necessarily want to take the top answer. So let's get to our master topic, all right? Our master topic, ladies and gentlemen, is, everybody ready for it? Drum roll, please. How to reset. Wow. How the heck do we reset? I mean, that's like, it sounds pretty easy and it's not hard. But when I say to you, how do you reset? I think it comes down to understanding what it means. Yeah, what it means to reset. Like, if you reset a switch, obviously that makes a lot of sense, right? But how do you reset something if you don't know where to go? A little confusing? I don't think it's confusing. I think people just don't always know, I'm going to say, what's going on. And I will say that for whatever reason, people get stuck. They get stuck. How do they get stuck? They get stuck because for whatever reason, they just don't understand where they are at the given moment. Okay, they don't understand where they are at a different moment, and so they they kind of fall by the wayside. Now that might sound a little bit crazy, but it's actually not crazy. When we think about where we are in our lives, right? When we think about how we do something or like, well, how do we get back to the beginning? How do we do a reset? Like, how many times have you ever worked on a computer and then, you go ahead and hit that undo button, right? But what is the shortcut for undo on Windows? So the shortcut for, like how do we undo? It's the Control Z on the keyboard, right? Or that little undo arrow. But I think again, people get trapped into where they currently are. They get trapped. And so if they get trapped, then I think they get frustrated. They get frustrated. And they get frustrated because they don't know where to go with something, right? They just kind of get a little bit like, I don't know, they get a little crazy. But it's not that they can't do something, it's that they just feel a little bit they feel a little, how can I say? They feel a little bit beside themselves, okay? And I think everyone has potential. Everyone has potential. Everyone has potential. I think that people need to understand that everything in life takes time. Everything. Everything takes time. And so, if we understand that everything takes time, we understand how things work, then I think we'll be a little more, how can I say, a little more versed on how something should work. But I was saying you hit the Control Z to undo, right, the mistake. But how do you reset your life? Ooh, that's a real big one, John. How do we reset our life? Um, that's not a 2-second answer, ladies and gentlemen. That might take us all week. But the way we reset our life is actually pretty simple. We have to look at where we are right now. Okay, we look at where we are right now. And if we look at where we are right now, then I feel that we'll have a better understanding of where things should be. Where things should be. But it can take a little bit of understanding to know, where we should be, right? It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of understanding, right? And so where is it that we get lost? I think we get lost by just not knowing what to do. Okay. Um, Not knowing where we need to go. So then how do you actually become better? How do you become better at something? Well, you become better by helping people to understand where life is. And so if we could take care of a reset in our lives, I think things would be pretty cool. But it's not about where we are at the moment. It's where we want to go. It's where we want to go. Where do we want to go? We want to go a certain place. And that place might be, oh, that place might be somewhere different than where we are right now. Okay. Somewhere different than where we are right now. And that might sound a little bit crazy. It might sound a little bit crazy, but it's not. Because when we understand that there are so many, let's say, potentials in life, this is when we start to embrace magic of our life. It's when we start to understand magic of our life. What does that mean? It means that everything has a perspective. Everything has a perspective. So if everything has a perspective, then we know that we're able to change what we're currently seeing at the present moment. That's right. I said at the present moment. At the present moment. So, what does that really mean in your life when we say that we want to handle something from the present moment? So, we want to find a way to springboard back. That's what we want to do. We want to find a way to springboard back. And if we can do that in a very unique fashion, then our life is going to be very, very interesting and very, very different. But it doesn't just happen overnight. We're going to talk a lot more about this, but we can reset almost anything if we believe we have the power to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you this amazing evening. I hope you like, love, and support the channel. Definitely comment below, tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. Then be sure to go to my YouTube channel, John Space E Space MORLEY Space Serial Entrepreneur. Look for that key phrase. Help keep our content free. Make the choice to buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, or a savory dessert. Either way, we'll be grateful. With those pennies and dollars, we'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, motivational, empowered content to get you to be a better version of yourself. We all know that's what you want, don't you? Have yourself a wonderful rest of your night or morning. I'll see you guys a little later today with some more content, continuing on how to reset. Have a good one, everyone.